What in the fresh fuck is wrong with you guys? Starting a hype train while I'm trying to make pasta. Hello? We have an ad going on right now. I'll be right back.
My name is Cinnamon!
Now you guys are throwing shit at me too? My god. You don't have the little hit noises on. I turned them on so now they annoy you guys. Turn it on my tracking, I'm sorry. Venda's helping me with making my food and being a really good baby. You guys have the crazies today. How am I gonna handle this on a tarot night? How does one do that? Oh, man. Fucking IP address.
The croissant.
Connect. Connect. Croissant. on top of everything, my phone only has 31% right now. Hi guys! Why am I so far away? Thank you guys for the hype train. What the heck? I got a new emote thanks to you guys. Ah! It's so cute! Thank you! Thank you, thank you! What the fuck? Why is my... Did my... Here. Connect? You're not connecting. I feel like my... No. The bridger 100% isn't connected right now. My mouth isn't moving how it should be. Please. Please. Do I need to give it permissions? Does something time out? Switch settings. Plugin settings? Allow plugins. Connection server. I don't think I have to stop that though. Thank you guys for queuing up. Tarot queue is open. So if you want to get in there, here. Nothing disconnect, please. Connect the iPhone. I'm just gonna restart VE Bridger. I think it's a VE Bridger problem. Faye! I see a Faye in here. Gosh. You guys are gonna keep me busy today. Food that's on the way, so we will take a food break in between. Maybe it's a VTube Studio problem after all. I have no idea what I could have wrong though. It's on my I've connected to the phone fine, but now we need to talk to the desktop. This is just not gonna... Sucks. I don't think there's anything I can do about it though. I think I've literally done all the troubleshooting I can. It kind of looks like a V-Bridger problem because there's a button that I can tell when it gets hung up and it's not connecting to VTube Studio, and it's doing that thing right now, but there's no more numbers for me to put places. Ah. And VTS? I'm gonna disappear for a second. There you go. You got your head pets. Now we're restarting. Bye. Disappearance. The disappearance of Lady Mana. Oh, you do V-Bridger first? I've always done VTube Studio first. Okay, now we're gonna start VTube Studio. Featuring Taito. I'm honored. I'm coming back, Narum. I'm coming back, don't worry. Where's my bottle? She's trying, guys. Here we go. Now let's try the V2, no, the V-Bridger. It's still not doing it. That's okay. We tried the thing. Clearly, there is something going on with VTube Studio because it didn't remember where my model was, which is weird, but oh well. You guys are just going to have to deal with me mouth wide open eating when I do get my food. At least your mouth moves sometimes now. It's only when I get really exaggerated. That's why I like, V-Bridger's mouth tracking. Because some of my smile parameters are kind of like overriding my mouth open. And it's tough. I think I can turn on mic settings right now. Hi, honey. Oh, we're throwing pasta. It's stuck? Okay, I don't see it, but I'll take your word for it. Missing bitch face havers lose today. There, I'm thanking for the gifted sub. I guess before I dive too seriously into anything right now, we are $100 away from being able to fund Biscuit into TTS mode. I'm very excited. Commissions do count, so if you've been wanting to commission something from me, well, that's not how you do it. Do it this way. And it does count towards our final goal, and after we hit the final goal, I'm going to be taking a pause on my commissions because I'm honestly a little bit burnt out on them, and I'm very excited to do art fight instead and do art a little bit more for fun and take like a little summer break away from my commissions. Ah, Narum, of course you remind me to hydrate. That was something I meant to do while I was up making my pasta. Music loud. No. If you, you wanna pilot the mech for a second?
Hello, it's Minna. I mean, hi, I am Mana. Hi, 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 hi. How is everybody? RoanTube. Hi. I am currently trying to get everything set up for Overwatch time. Yippee! Oh hey Mana, your voice is really different today. Yeah, I got work done on my voice. Overwatch? Over what? You got work done? Yay! Oh wait. Work done on your voice? Yeah, that's how I sound different right now. It's actually experimental procedure. Oh, thank you for the sippies.
I got my water. I'm ready.
You're probably gonna hear the other voice again for a second, and it's just because the experimental work done on the voice is like, we as in me, Mana, now has a range of like being able to go from to so yeah, is Mana to Mina scale is easy to access.
Wonderful. Go.
Hi, and you're right behind me, dog.
Yo, I'm back. I have the water. Okay, let me look. 2 hydrates. Here we go. Thank you for the sippies. Okay. Funny watching the tracking go for a minute amount because the resting bitch face comes back and my heart soars. Excuse me? Is that why you guys, whenever I meet people, you're like, oh my god, you look like your model? And it's it's because I let the resting bitch face be true to my actual face. I like my resting bitch face. I think I'm pretty with my resting bitch face, so yeah, didn't want to eliminate that. It's the aura. I think I can do 1 tarot reading. Feels almost like a crime to just jump into it, but I have been dilly-dallying a little bit. And I'm about to eat, so we will yap some more. And I can probably talk about my stories while I eat. But right now, I could probably get a couple of readings in before my timer goes off. That way, I don't leave too many of you waiting for fucking ever. Let's load all of my hotkeys. Boy, do I have a fuck ton of them. There we go. So genuinely in love with resting bitch face. We love resting bitch face in my house. In this house, my house. I've added it to 3.0 and I'm so excited to be asked all the time if I'm mad at people. Oh, I'm so excited for that. I remember in college you giving a professor a look and he backed the fuck off. I don't even remember that. I don't doubt it. It doesn't sound like uncharacteristic of me. Thank you for the hydrate, Nerum. But, you know, I do it to too many people. Sometimes, with intention. Gets me out of things sometimes. It is a great power to wield. Taco, I am shuffling for your success reading right now. And then right up after, hopefully I'll get through Flashcord's success reading as well. Might be able to get to Faye. But those are the first 3 in queue right now. We have a queue of 7 total. Hi, Snowy! How's Snowy doing? Big time, Pookie? Okay, I appreciate you. Where's Taco? I didn't even greet you guys. Let me greet you guys real fucking quick here. And I didn't think for any of the hype train nonsense that happened while I was away. Clover, congrats on getting first. Welcome in. Thank you for grabbing your daily tea, Faye. Welcome in, Mala. Hi, Flashcord. Flashcord, thank you for the 33 months. Thank you, thank you. Karos, thank you for grabbing your daily tea. And Minna, welcome in. Brel, thank you for 35 months. Super poggers. At tier 2, even more poggers. Thank you, thank you. Welcome in, Holly. Hi, Brel. Nerum, thank you for a resubscribe for 14 months. I can't believe I've known you for over a year now. What? That's crazy. And you started the hype train. Thank you for being the hype train conductor. Welcome in. Hi, Surge. Buzz, thank you for the 100 bits and then the 40 bits and then the other 10 bits. Thank you, thank you. Flashcord, welcome in. Oh, wait, nope. I already said that. That was a grown tube. And daily 2 for Buzz. Thank you for grabbing that. Welcome in, Libby. And I think that's what I got. Oh, Taco grabbed his tea too. And Snowy! Hi, everyone. Make sure you're 4 hours early. Oh. Not yet. Going in about an hour. I hope you have a safe flight, Narum. I hope you have a good time. We don't need to talk about it on stream. I don't know how much you have disclosed in other streams and whatnot. But I know what's up. Okay. Taco time. We have the 2 of Wands, the Father of Swords, and the 3 of Swords. Let's get those on screen. 2 of Wands, Father of Swords, and then the 3 of Swords. Excuse me. I think it's obvious to people with eyes and brains. Ah. There we go, that's good enough. So for success rating, Taco, I definitely see a lot of potential for success right now. You have some choices that need to be made, and you have an entanglement of all of these choices in your brain. I think you could really benefit from using the keen eyes that the Father of Swords has and making something like a pros and cons list. So you can really analyze what you have for options, what's going to benefit you more, because it all seems to be pretty good, and in things that are a little bit more hobby or, you know, just like personally fulfilling, not necessarily taking care of your day-to-day needs, which is great because those needs have to be taken care of first in order to have these options to begin with. So there was really kind of little risk here. It's more or less how you want to spend your time, and I think taking the time to make such a list will really help you feel more confident in making your decision. It's right there, it's right in front of you. You have total control of being able to make that decision. It just needs a little bit more thinking through before I think you can feel that full confidence to do so. Thank you for redeeming a reading. And if anybody sees Taco pop back in, because usually he is somewhat vocal during the readings, we should let him know. Ah, you are here. Okay. I was about to be like, I'm taking down a timestamp. Because I always feel so bad when somebody misses their reading. There we go. Oh, I just heard the 1-minute marker for my thing to come out of the oven, so I will pull that. It's going to need to cool, though, before I can put it on a plate. So we'll be able to do one more reading in that time, but I'm going to wait to pull the cards until after. But shuffling for flash chord right now. I was listening intensely. Of course. How else does Taco listen but intensely? Thank you for the alert, Clover. What are we doing? Have my foods and then doing some drawing work for class. I hope you have good foods and I hope the drawing is good. It is Taco Tuesday after all. It's so true. Sipping on taco tea. Is that you as an adjective where it's like a really good, cool tea? Or is there legitimately a taco tea out there? Because that kind of sounds bad. Okay. The first one, an adjective. Very good, very good. I support a tea like that a little bit more than legitimate taco tea. You guys imagine? There's probably someone who's made a taco flavored beverage, and all you would have to do is heat it up to make it tea, essentially. Human tea? Ugh. I guess that's pretty close, huh? I haven't had it before, but I have heard of that. So for flash chord, we have the Empress, the Ace of Swords, and the Six of Coins. Very good cards here. Let's grab the Empress. Nope, that's coins. Sword and coin. 6. Excuse me. Okay. A path is just human tea. I guess you're not wrong. That's gross, but not wrong. I'll see myself out. You're fine, Taco. So your success reading, flash chord. I see being very powerful. The Empress is very well in tune, just like in general. She's very well knowing. I think I want to read her page, actually. Let's bring this out. The Empress is the mother or the goddess of the tarot. Her energy encompasses all that is warm, fertile, creative, and sensual in the world. Her strengths come from being gentle and compassionate and loving without binding. When this card appears, it's pointing to either a maternal relationship in your life or the side of yourself that wants to love more. The Empress also suggests it's time for you to connect with nature. Go outside tonight and find the moon. So I see this very warm, motherly energy. Tying that all in together is a little bit interesting, but you know, like, that nurture has to be there for the success to happen. You are, like, in the thick of it where I think you are both giving and receiving that sort of energy, which is really helping things flourish, because you have a decision to be made that's going to start a great new beginning, with infinite possibilities, and all of your needs are being met right now with the Six of Coins, indicating that everything that you've invested your time and energy into, is really coming to flourish and is paying you back. You have a good opportunity to treat yourself, and just really relish in this energy that has been created to have this great support system and start this new beginning for yourself, and just, you know, like, really embrace that to the fullest. Like, there's really nothing holding you back emotionally or materialistically, and I'm very excited to see that for you. Hi, honey. I have a food delivery. Thank you, baby. I love you too. Take care of your stream. Tell them I say hi. Okay, it is food time, my dudes. Faye! I didn't even notice that you changed the fucking pin. Oh. You're so fucking cute. What the hell? Oh, wait. Do you guys ever get the, like, freezer aisle stuffed chickens that are, like, stuffed with either, like, broccoli and cheese, or I think they have, what's it called? Like a cordon bleu where it's got cheese and ham. I have one of those, but I have the Kiev flavor. So it's really just like an oily, buttery mess on the inside. So for my side, I just made like naked pasta to soak up all of the juices. Ooh, hot show. Ooh. Ah. That's one of my like comfort meals that I keep in the freezer if Minna and I kind of have to do like a fend for yourself night where I make myself a meal and they make themselves a meal. Minna's having cereal tonight. Having Fruit Loops. Tomorrow we're going out to one of our favorite Mexican restaurants and I'm so excited. And then for the 4th of July, there's a big party and we're making some pasta salad and I think we're gonna make cookies and maybe something else. I don't know. Tacos, yeah! They do some good tacos. Swim in a big ass marg. Oh my god. They really do have some amazing drinks. Did Minna ever show you the picture of, I think the drink was called like the toucan or something like that? Oh my fucking god. That's the place we're going back to. I'm excited. Okay. So I can yap about PortCon a little bit. I might tell a more cohesive story on Thursday because it'll be the 4th of July, which I have the day off, and I will be able to stream earlier than normal, and I won't actually be able to stream at the usual time because I'll be at the party, but I'll be able to stream for like, I think 4 hours or so. So I'm gonna do like an earlier but longer stream and hang out with you guys. So I might retell some of the story then because I won't be like doing tarot in between and eating in between and stuff like that. But I can tell you guys a little bit of what went on. So Minna and I bought the 4-day pass, and this con does some stuff on Thursday. Some things are still closed on Thursday, but there's still like panels going on. I think they have some main events now too. It's slowly ramped up every year to have more and more stuff going on Thursday. And we didn't have a hotel that night, but Minna's parents live sort of in the area. It's a bit of a drive where we wouldn't want to make that drive every day, but enough that we could for one night, especially since leaving early on Thursday night really isn't that big of a deal. But we dropped off all of our stuff. A big reason why we keep on going to this con, not just because like it's got good chill vibes, there's a good arcade in the area, and overall it gives us like a great excuse to hang out with some friends we otherwise don't get to see very often. Like besides all those great points, one of the biggest reasons we keep going is because they do a garage sale. And they let everybody sign up and have account numbers and bring up to 10 totes worth of stuff. And these are big plastic bin totes. Not like your fabric totes that you bring for shopping. You bring giant plastic totes full of stuff, and you can do up to 10 of them now. Excuse me. And we brought a combined 6. My account had 4, Minna's had 2. And we got to drop all of that off, and they put all the stuff out for us. All of our stuff is labeled, so it has the price, our initials, our account number. So when people check out, they know, oh, account 54 just made a $60 sale, put that in their account, sort of thing. So they tally it all up and they cash us out at the end of the weekend. So we don't have to do fucking anything but drop off our stuff and come pick it up on Sunday. And we just fucking make money. The first year we did it, Minna was laid off like just a few days before the con. And it was really upsetting. It was really out of the blue. But Minna made rent at the con that weekend. So Minna didn't have to like file for unemployment while they were looking for a job. They got to take care of everything they needed, really, after going to a convention that was already paid for. So, it's been our saving grace for years now, and we decided to put all of our money that we made this year into the wedding fund, and we were able to put just a little over $1,000 into the account, and it's very exciting. We destashed so much stuff. So we have less stuff in the office and it feels fucking great. And most of what didn't sell ended up also being donated, and we donated one of the totes that we no longer had any interest in having because it was just kind of awkwardly shaped and clunky and didn't go with the rest of our totes. So we got rid of that bad boy. And now we just like have a handful of stuff that we want to put up on Mercari. Minna and I are still sorting how some of the money is getting into the account because like the bank hours are fucking weird this week and everything, but it'll get in there. And then we're gonna start talking about what we want to put that money towards. And like, we could theoretically, there's a lot of stuff we could do with that kind of money, but we could pay off our photographer and then still have like money left over too. So that's very exciting because we want to pay for an upgrade with the photographer, honestly. So the sooner we can pay them off, the better, because then the more money we can potentially throw at them as time goes on. Hi Zitama, thank you for grabbing your daily team. How are you doing today? I'm almost done with my dinner, and then we can get back to readings. That was kind of like the biggest highlight of my PortCon, is being able to come away with money like that. But we had so many lovely meals with friends, and oh my god, the guy that I'm considering being our officiant
was at the convention. He's not like 100% confirmed. We want to like talk more seriously about some stuff and connect and everything and kind of like get onto the same page before we like say yes. But this fucking guy. You guys might have like fucking ancient times remember somebody who came in here by the name of Pastel Prophet? That is him. I think he's also come in under J Photography. Can't remember the full username, but thems. And he's just like really fucking funny. He hosts this panel pretty much every year. It's called Yowie Mad Libs. And boy, does he do a beautiful fucking job of presenting it, let me say. For something that could have been like so cringe and unbearable to like observe and participate in, Jay does such an amazing job balancing all of that and like letting the cringe exist without it hurting. You know, I don't know what his profile picture is right now, so I'm not sure. Oh, you know, I know who you're thinking of. That's Flashcord. That is not him. I forgot that he used like a profile picture from Animal Crossing. Different photographer. Flashcord is in here much more often than my friend. But point being is that like he already has all this public speaking experience and is really good at working a crowd. And as he like sent me a mushy message the other day, I was like, oh my god, this bitch has seen the entirety of our relationship just blossom, and he knew the both of us before we met each other too. So for someone to be able to say like nice sweet things about how well Minna and I like know each other and like just general things about our relationship, like Jay is definitely one of those people who can do that with a lot of confidence. Not that other people can't, it's just a lot of those other people are either like not very comfortable with public speaking, or they're already in my bridal party to some extent, so they'll give a different speech but not be an officiant. They will be in my bridal party. I'm not doing doubling up on responsibilities. My bridesmaids already have enough responsibilities as is, because we have small bridal parties and it's fine. I'm happy with the size and everything. I think it's very workable. But there are all these like wedding tips and tricks and like give your bridesmaids tasks so you can not think about it the day of, and these lists are fucking huge and it's like I don't have enough bridesmaids for this. So not doing that to them. I'm not also going to insist one of them be my officiant. But in the state of Massachusetts, you can have somebody apply to have an officiant license for like a single day or even just a single ceremony. So it's like really sort of relaxed to be able to have somebody more personal do the ceremony for you. And I'm really excited to have a personal touch like that if we can. It'll also sort of save on cost to just have a friend do it. And also Mena and I don't want a really religious ceremony. So I think having a friend who will be on our level will just make the search a whole lot easier. I know you can find officiants that aren't super religious, but I feel like there's definitely fewer of them than not. Free hydrates. Those are for you, Narum. I've drank over half my water bottle now. We're definitely gonna need a piss and break later. Let me throw out my plate so I can make room for tarot cards again. And we'll get right back into it, starting with Faye. Oh, another hydrate. I'm gonna fill up my water while I'm up, and then I'll do the hydrate in front of you guys. One more thing. Okay. Here is the hydration. Okay. A career reading for Faye Rawl. Oh my god. Faye, the other day I was hanging out with my sister, and it was just me and my sister. We were on the hunt for a Father's Day gift, and we were driving around, and I accidentally called my sister babe, and I was like, I'm sorry. They were like, did you just call me babe? And I was like, yeah, but like I call a bunch of my friends babe now too. Like my friend Faye and I will joke about like fucking making out with each other. So it's not like a exclusively Minna sort of thing. This is my impact. You know, I was like already kind of warming up to calling some of my friends babe before, but then you really helped me like double down on that. It's like, yeah, it's normal now. Faye does it too. Should that be my standard for normal? Probably not. Accelerated the timeline. I gotta DM you crazy ass Discord profile right now. Okay, I'm gonna get your cards up on the screen. We have the Daughter of Wands, the Emperor, and then the Two of Coins. Calling friends pet names is god tier in my opinion. Best friend, that's my wife. Yeah. Yeah. I very much feel that. Oh my god, and I've done that with certain friends for so long, that there have been on occasions where people have flat out thought we were dating. Including my maid of honor. The butterfly is autistic? Sure, bestie. If the butterfly is autistic, why isn't the snake also? The snake on your Daughter of Wands. The autism pride icon? I had no idea. I'm looking it up right now. Hey, excuse me, ad blocker. You're not allowed to be the pop-up. Have you guys been getting fucking fed up with that too? Ah, yes, I see. It feels like a couple times a month, Adblocker Plus takes it upon itself to be like, please give me money, and it gives me a pop-up when I just open up a new tab. It's getting real fucking annoying. I'm getting sick of it. Making me want to uninstall. I'm about to fucking install Opera GX instead. Ah. Okay. Career reading. The Daughter of Wands is... trying to think of her in the context of career. She's like something of passion. Here, let me read her. The Daughter of Wands is a free spirit, a true visionary creature. She usually waits until later to settle down or start a family, as she's busy with her career. She can be stubborn and much stronger than she looks, as with all of the Wands family. The daughter makes a dangerous enemy. This card can also represent a woman going through a transformation or spiritual breakthrough. So, definitely down to business. I could definitely see the spiritual breakthrough going through shit that is like enlightening and just like almost making your life easier in the long run. Might not be the most fun of process, but like passionate to get to the end result, and you're doing a great job doing that, especially with the Emperor paired with it, because he's the counterpart to the Empress that we talked about earlier, but he's very stable and protective. He brings a lot of clarity to mind. Definitely a good decision maker. Just very good insight. So between your determination turning out really well in your favor, you just really have a clear vision where that determination can kind of be taken to its max, because with the Two of Coins you have this balance in the making, especially with change and monetary value. Usually means a new job or financial situation, any big moves. It's just a very big need for change to happen. But like everything in the cards before it tell me that you are very ready and capable for this change. So having the Two of Coins tell you to make a big change is almost like redundant. But like you totally are very well into this process, and it's going well, and you just gotta keep going. It's paying off. You don't need to have doubts in what the cards are saying I'm cooking, essentially. Yeah. Like, don't doubt yourself right now. What you got going is going really good. I hope that helps. I feel like it wasn't helpful. Because I'm really just saying that you fucking rock. And you do. So just keep on doing you. Which isn't always the most fun to hear. Because it's like, yeah, I do that. I've definitely been struggling with some doubts about 3.0, so it's actually helpful. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, I dropped a card. Thank you, Taco. Here we go. A relationship reading for Libby. I am shuffling for. And then up next we have Naram and Mala. Naram, you're about to leave like any minute now, yeah? Should I do you now? How much time you got left, Naram? Where are you at? I can listen in the car. Okay. We do Libby first then. I think he has left the house already. Okay. And Libby, we have the Five of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Sun. Wow. Okay. So... Cups. This is my first cups for the day. 5. And then Ace of Pentacles. I can do this. And the Sun. You're down here. There we go. So, it's a really interesting mixed reading for you, Libby, because the Five of Cups is definitely in a position of struggling with the emotions and relationships of those around you. Because the cups are really in tune with the people around you and are typically symbolic of those people. There's a bit of a grieving process that you're going through or about to go through. There's a bit of disappointment in how the people around you might be treating you. But I do see very good things on the horizon. So it's not something that I think you will be dwelling in too much longer. I'm really sorry for what you might be going through, but the Ace of coins, pentacles, interchangeable names for them, is also like a great new beginning. Very prosperous. Like, you've put in a lot of work for this growth. It's almost like symbolic in a way of like needing a big change and cutting off all your hair. That's how we're seeing all of these years and months of like working on yourself and working through things and bettering yourself and meeting people. Like, this story is here in this tree trunk, but there was something that needed to be cut off in order for your new beginning to start, but it's going to be well worth the time to get rid of anything that is rotting on you and stunting your growth. Because the sun is really here to see your successes through. Just a lot of enlightenment and soaking in this big warm feeling. It can feel healing. So like, what I see is this big change, this shift towards a new beginning is going to be really, like, it's going to be a weight off your chest where you are going to feel freed. Like, everything is going to have been worth it. So there's There's something somewhere that needs to be cut in order to either re-strengthen relationships or feel well connected in a new relationship. So there's a lot of emotional work going on here, and I wish you the best of luck with it. You totally got it. It's going to be worth it. It just kind of sucks right now. Cut this for sure. You guys are so cute. And we're going to start shuffling for Narum's general reading. Minna is yelling in Overwatch so much right now. Is Minna live? I really hope they are. Oh, they are, yay! I hope some of you guys are hanging out with them. It's a V-Hive collab. It's very exciting. Here, I'm gonna drop my 25-month subby into the chat and brag about that. Do a little puppet jam dance. And grab my cinnamon bun. Cinnamon bun. Oh, that's right. Minna's Cinnabons got reset. I'm down at 3 now. Don't forget to grab your Cinnabuns if you haven't already. Because golly, all of them got snatched. You gotta stock up on those Cinnabuns again. I see Faye popping in over there. Minabons. That's honestly so uplifting. I've been in the trenches doing the work, so I'm happy it's going to be worth it. I'm so glad that it's going to be worth it too. Hold my eyes. You guys are great. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Narum, you've been very responsible with your hydrates lately. I might double the capacity for you. Instead of just 5, I think we can maybe do 10. I think you've earned it back. Settings. Where is it? Viewer rewards. That's where it is. Did they move it again? Oh no, they just call it something different now. Fine. Where are the hydrates? Edit? Oh, the limit is 10. I guess I secretly doubled that for you already there, Narum. You're allowed up to 10. I must have done that while I was working on things. Congratulations. 20? 15. I'll give you 15. I'll give you an increase. But not all the way to 20. 20's insane. 15's even a little crazy. Maybe that's something that I have to do in order to fund for Biscuit to get TTS. I do the same thing as Maya where I put it down to one channel point and I make it unlimited for a price. Redeemed hydrate for Faye. Okay. Did I shuffle these enough yet? Let's just do a little bit more of a shuffle. It's a wonder how our neighbors haven't like called the cops on us. Oh, let me thank you. My god. Ah! We're at 75%. Is that right? Is that math right? Let me check. Feels wrong. Because then another 25. Wait, no, when we were at 66% before. That math does check out actually. Shit. I can type. Fuck yeah. We're only $75 away now. Hog. Okay. Now I'm reading. Whoa. Okay. Ooh, okay. Very interesting reading for Narum. We have the 9 of Swords. And then we have Judgment. Where are you? You're number 20. Ooh. And the Magician. So, go up, and just go over here, and just go. So, the Knight of Swords. Yeah, he's an interesting guy. But Judgment and Magician kind of lighten things up in an interesting way. Just a general reading. So the Nine of Swords says that your brain is really in an interesting disarray. There's a lot of sorting of thoughts that need to be happening. Making decisions right now is probably not in your best interest, because things really need to be thought through and sorted out in your mind. Judgment is definitely urging you to rethink things, clear your mind, potentially like separate yourself from the decision and look at things a little bit more analytically, and think with forgiveness. Judgment is a card that excuse me, is seeking the truth. So not blaming yourself or others, just like coming and trying to have the most open mind and come to full clarity. Sorry, I need a fucking drink. Thank you. So it will help with this like sorting process. There needs to be a level of removing yourself from the situation and thinking from other perspectives to help you get into a position where you can start making decisions again. And the Magician is a great card that usually urges the person to be a bit of a mentor. There's lots of self-empowerment that comes with the Magician. He is kind of a master of all 4 suits and is really great to be a teacher of sorts. But I think in this case, this sort of person is someone to be sought out to help you with self-empowerment and taking action, because this card is very much about taking action, which is contradictive of your first card telling you to like kind of chill out. So I think there's going to be a bit of a mentor person that you can look up to, reflect on, maybe think what they would do, or consult them and confide in them and ask them what they would do in a situation that might help clear your mind and see things better and sort out your brain and just like get a better picture overall so you can firmly plant your feet and make these decisions again. So there's some work to be done, but very well within your reach, and I think you will have it handled very quickly. As long as you take my advice. But you don't seem to be one to dismiss. Glad to help. Good note taking. Good job. Here, I'll even refund you for that one. Thank you kindly, of course. Anytime. Week ahead, please. For Mala. Week ahead time. If you guys didn't already know, next Tuesday, so like a week from now, I will be interviewing Libby. If this sounds familiar, it's because I had to cancel and reschedule. So you didn't miss the podcast. I simply did not record last week because I was too anxious. So we will be recording that episode next week. And then later in the month, I will be interviewing Garden of Kira, and I'm very excited. I just get a lot of anxiety before I go traveling. I'm always afraid that I'm not going to be on time for something that is like non-refundable, or I like messed up a reservation and like I'm gonna be like stranded for a day. Or like I was supposed to go the day before and now my room has been surrendered, or I'm gonna miss a bus and it's not refundable. Like all of these things that like even though I'm not taking a bus, I'm driving myself. I have triple checked this hotel confirmation. I know when I'm going in. And I usually check in early, and I'm triple checking the times to drop off totes when friends can be there, and my brain gets so anxious before I get there. But like as soon as I'm on my flight, if I'm like making a big flight, as soon as I'm on the plane, the anxiety like washes away. It's fine. But it isn't until I have that moment of like I am settled, this is going to be all smooth sailing now because like the biggest, most important thing hasn't been fucked up. So I'm really anxious when I'm packing, and I thought I was going to be fine that day and that it would be like a good little break to take and take my mind off of things and be less anxious. And I was like, haha, never mind, I'm like really anxious, and the thought of doing this interview is really nerve-wracking. So Libby was very kind to accommodate me and reschedule. I've been waiting to do this interview of her for so long now. So I'm very thankful. Thank you for the head pets. Ironically enough, that's when mine gets stronger. Oh no! Here I am, going with the flow, with the thrice delayed flight. You were supposed to like leave in the morning? Good lord. I'm so sorry. So if that was me and my shit kept on getting delayed, I would be camping out in the fucking airport, and I'd be like eyes glued to that board of like my updated time and gates and stuff like that, and I'd be running around the airport and staking out my little spot so I don't miss my flight. and double checking with people to make sure I'm at the right gate. There was a 7-hour layover? That's now only 2? Well, I'm glad it's not a 7-hour layover anymore. That sucks. But also, you probably could have done a lot in 7 hours, huh? You probably could have even, like, left the airport, seen the city, and then, like, got back into the airport. Sleep on the flight. I've never done that because my layovers have never been that long. So I've never wanted to take the chance of leaving the airport. I've been tempted though. I have had some longer ones, but just like not long enough to leave and go through TSA again. Oh, okay, but Mala, we have your cards. We have the Daughter of Cups. There she is. The Hierophant, who is number 5, so you're up here. And the Lovers, number 6, right next to it. Beautiful. It's funny that Mala, Love Wins, gets the Lovers card. What a coinkydink. What a lovely coinkydink. Love Wins. This is a week ahead. Okay. Hmm. The Daughter of Cups is a creative character. She is romantic, artistic, easily inspired. She's a dreamer and struggles to stay grounded. To deal with any harsh realities that come her way, conflict of any kind is very disturbing to this gentle creature. So definitely treat yourself with, what's the fucking word I'm looking for? Treat yourself gently, be careful with your feelings, listen to your feelings and how they might, be influencing, your thought process, and maybe like taking a step back and going, I'm talking out my ass right now. I'm trying to think of like a good example of times when I've realized that I'm getting angry and identifying where that anger is coming from. It might not necessarily be anger, but I've been finding myself, and I don't know if this is like a new emotional intelligence that I've just been practicing more often, but I find myself more often pausing and figuring out what's actually causing my emotions to be the way that they are. There was a situation where I got a little huffy in the car. I get bad road rage, and I quickly understood that me saying I don't want to talk about it to Minna was coming off in a way that made Minna misunderstand me. And I then clarified, it's like, it's not because of you, it's not because you're pissing me off, you didn't do anything wrong. I've just realized that the thing that is making me angry doesn't deserve my energy and I want to drop it. So having that emotional intelligence to identify where your emotions are coming from can definitely help with potential conflict and staying grounded, because the Hierophant is definitely someone who's seeking knowledge and a mentor, And it's definitely like spiritual as well. So identifying those emotions goes in hand with it. It's definitely a good time to like join a class. I don't know, dive into tutorials that you've been meaning to get into. These cards are all living quite independently from each other, so I'm trying to figure out how the story is weaving. But it is just a week ahead, so they almost feel like bullet points. So identifying those problem areas, maybe seeking out somebody who will help be a mentor for those areas, and help with that seek for knowledge, or even just something that helps channel your emotions better, and maybe furthering that practice, like if drawing or journaling and things like that help you regulate all of that stuff, finding tutorials or other people with that common interest and seeking out their knowledge, because there's this harmony with the Lover's card that is showing that with seeking out that person and getting that help, you will definitely feel that fulfillment of regulating your emotions and just feel this deeper connection with a person who is willing to help you out. That could be like a friendship really growing stronger or closer. It could be getting closer to a loved one. All sorts of different people that could be with, but I definitely see them being a worthwhile presence in your life. That one got a little bit more rambly than some of the other ones tonight, so I hope that made sense. I got all the birds. You really did! I didn't even realize that. Yeah, thank you. You're so welcome. Sometimes I don't know what I said after I said it, and it's like, oh god, did I do any good? Brel, thank you for waiting over an hour at this point. I am shuffling for you. We're making pretty good timing. Brel is the last one on my queue right now, but if there are other people looking for something, I could probably handle like 1 or 2 more in the queue if people would like to hop in. Otherwise, we will have a pretty smooth exit and probably yap about some stuff before we call it a night. I can't believe we're already almost at that 2-hour mark. I'm a wee bit inebriated, but sober enough to spell inebriated first. And second try. Oh yes, because you did type it twice. Very good. I'm looking for a burger. Does that count? Rel doing a general reading. We've only gotten 1 double card tonight. We have the 4 of Cups, the 6 of Coins, and oh wait, back in the coins again, the 5 of Coins as well. There we go. So the 4 of Cups shows that there is a little bit of a selfishness going on with the relationships around you, where you're really holding some people close. And I don't necessarily see that being the worst of things right now, especially considering that you have the 6 of Coins saying that the hard work that you've been putting in. I think a cat fucking opened Minna's door. But with the Six of Coins showing that the hard work that you've been putting in, paying off and being a good time to treat yourself, does indicate that I don't think you've taken things too far for anyone. It might just be something to be a little bit wary of. Maybe being open to new things, opportunities, different hangouts, just like a little bit of a switch up to maybe feel some relief within the friend group. I don't see them needing to be held super tight. I don't really see them going anywhere. But the Five of Coins is an interesting guy to be mixed in here. The Five of Pentacles is a card that kind of shows hard times, where it could be some sort of loss, financial trouble, rejection, anything like that that's kind of got you down. I think these other things will definitely help heal you. I think keeping those people close is still important. But I think doing some different things, like maybe just hanging out with one of them or two of them, or even hanging out with one of them and one of their extended friends and stuff like that, like doing a little bit of a switch up that feels maybe less predictable or maybe stifling to certain people, is going to lessen up some of the stresses that you're already feeling right now and help quiet your mind and these not necessarily insecurities, because I think they're stemming from very valid places, but like an insecurity as in like you are feeling a disparity right now and it is a touchy subject. So finding a way to quiet your mind and get that reassurance is very important. I think that's all I gotta say. Excuse me. Jeez. That was very insightful. I try my best. Probably a lot of insight for mildly sober. Always spooky how accurate the cards are. I try my best. It's why people are starting to pay me at events and it feels really good. Speaking of which, I have an application with an anime convention by the names of Another Anime Con, and I'm really hoping I hear back from them soon. I really hope I get in. Oh, if I could make more wedding money funds at a convention, that would be so fucking cool, dude. I want a table so bad. I love doing it at ASG. Thank you for the fingers crossed. You are also really good at breaking it down and applying the cards to real world situations. I try. I very much try to do that. That's definitely one of the emphases that I hope to achieve. I hope I can go to a con you're reading at someday. That'd be so cool. That would be really cool. If I could apply to more cons and travel, that used to be like my end goal hope. One of the first jobs that I wanted to get as soon as I found out about like the anime convention world was I wanted to be a voice actor, because I wanted to be invited to conventions and kind of go to conventions for a living. And then I realized that cosplayers can kind of do that too, so I tried that for a really long time. And I still do cosplay to an extent, but not in a way where I'm like actively trying to get followers or participating in big groups and doing big project videos and stuff like that. I tried really hard for a long time and I got very burnt out. And I'm kind of glad that I'm not there anymore. But that was kind of like part of the hope. And now that I'm getting back in touch with my more artistic side and building a new community and finding success in doing small tables at small events, just doing tarot readings is kind of like incredible. So hopefully I can do some more small events and ramp up more and more and try to do bigger things. That'd be so fucking cool. This is definitely like the closest I've ever been to like traveling for cons and making money. Your cosplays you posted from the weekend were mega cute. Thank you. The Instagram posts that I posted were just from like I wore that on Friday at the con, but they were pictures that I took or had taken at Enemy Boston. But the cosplay that I did on Saturday and I posted to my story, I very much loved being in, but that was supposed to be the warmest day of the weekend, which is why I wore a sleeveless dress on that day, and it ended up being really cold instead. So I was freezing and had to get out of it quickly. I think I ended up posting that one to Twitter, but I did it kind of late when I was like getting out of it. I know it was bad. Faye, can I ask if you're okay? Is this a profile that you've edited specifically for a server? I'm finally taking a look at Faye's message of the quote-unquote wild profile that they were making. And to, I guess, paint a picture in the faintest way possible is that the first role on their list of roles is autistic yandere. And I really think that sums it up very quickly and concisely, and you can just imagine from there. Coming from the warm weather of the Dominican Republic to the cold weather in Boston was not fun that weekend. Oh no, you were traveling? That's a shame. No, it's been very cold and windy and rainy all of a sudden. It's weird. It's kind of nice to have rain, because we've definitely had some summers, like the last year or two, where we've come to kind of be in these dangerous, drought stages almost. And I'm just really glad that we're not feeling that as heavily this year, because it was definitely scary seeing like all of the signs being like, oh, you're only allowed to use certain water during certain times. We gotta conserve our water intake. Everybody has to contribute, sort of thing. I just heard a firework go off. It is July 2nd, my dudes. Oh, I'm glad the fireworks at least haven't been like super persistent around here. I've seen some people complaining on Twitter about them being like really bad, where their pets are getting like really anxious all week. But it's just like a little thing here and there, and our cats are kind of really used to that, unfortunately. That is kind of the constant around here, but It hasn't been like one after another, after another, after another, all fucking night sort of thing. At least not yet. I'm sure like tomorrow and Thursday and maybe even Friday will be like that. Probably even Saturday, honestly. Because with the weekend, people are gonna overbuy their fireworks and set them off kind of all weekend. Since it falls on a Thursday, just make it like an extra long weekend. But our kitties have only been anxious on small occasions. We're gonna have to make sure we get back to our kitties. Yeah, Minna do be yelling. The door do be open now. The cats were probably driving them crazy. I saw Jack like pacing outside that door. Being like, I gotta get in there, I gotta get in. Little creature. Oh, my baby is the same way. He hates when any door is closed. I think a lot of cats are like that. I saw something once, I don't know how true it is, but I heard that cats don't really understand how doors work, and when they're closed, they just kind of feel like portals to a place that they don't know, so they just want to explore and know. So that's why cats really hate closed doors. Which makes sense. Be careful driving around the holidays too. People do not make good decisions these times. That's very true. Very stinky true. But I think we'll be pretty okay. I tend to not be those types of people. I'm usually the designated driver for Minna and I. But we might even be able to carpool with Surge. First off. At least tomorrow night. It might make sense to have separate cars on the 4th, because we might want to go separate ways at very different times. Yeah, my bestie and I are traveling this weekend to a con, and I'm a bit nervous about the dummies on the road. I guess that does add quite a bit of stress to the driving for a convention, huh? I didn't even think about that. Especially since I like to travel on Thursdays for cons a lot of the time. It was about like almost a 2-hour drive, not quite, to get to PortCon, which was why getting up Thursday night and dropping things off, having our garage sale items be on sale as long as possible, and then going to Minna's parents' house and having just like a half-hour commute in the morning so we could get to the hotel for the rest of the weekend just like made sense. It eliminated a lot of our driving and craziness. But I ended up forgetting my charger at their parents' place, and Minna's going to retrieve it this weekend, but I won't be with them. Minna and I are going on separate little weekend endeavors because of I have a special party this weekend, and Minna also has a special party this weekend, but they're both with our respective families, and neither of us can really miss them. So we're just separating this weekend, which is stinky, and they're gonna get me my my charger, but I'm gonna have to figure something out for the weekend. Minna found me a spare charger for my phone at the very least. But now I kind of need to find a spare for my iPad because I want to work on art fights. And also I'm going to have a long drive from my parents. I'm going to get up there early so I can carpool with my parents and not have to be the one to do the driving. That means I'm going to have to entertain myself on like a 2.5-hour drive or something like that. I miss my charger tails. Oh my god. So Serge was like Sonic all weekend, and then we ended up finding a Tails and a Big the Cat on Saturday, and they were all so cute. And I was talking with a friend group on Sunday, and we were like, oh, you would be a good Eggman, and oh my god, you should be like, we all just like came up with characters, and now I want to do a big Sonic group with my goobers. I would be one of the girly pops. I don't know if I would be Amy, Rouge, or Blaze, because I kind of love all of them so fucking much. But Amy would be like a really easy cosplay to do. She would be a really easy grab. Oh, I just realized I didn't check one thing for a costume. I hope that costume sold and I didn't just leave it. I could do Amy so easy. Getting things off of like Amazon or even a thrift shop would be so easy for Amy. Blaze I think would be the hardest because Rouge has a really simple silhouette that also wouldn't be too hard to get off of Amazon. Definitely a little bit starting to get out of my comfort zone, but not too much because I love that bitch with her sticky fingers. And Blaze is just, she's hot. She's a fun, stoic princess, and I love her. I love them all. What do I pick? I don't know. Because I don't have anybody else, like, competing with, like, Amy or Blaze. Like, there's nobody else trying to, like, take dibs on these characters, so the world is my oyster. At least for now, until I can maybe get somebody to, like, pick one of them. So then my choices are run down a little bit. Blaze is badass. She is. I'm inclined to say Rouge because she's my fave. I guess I kind of also have a voice that's a little bit more like hers because she's lower and more sultry than Amy. Amy's definitely quite a bit higher if we even wanted to talk on like that sort of stance. And I guess Blaze is also kind of a little bit lower. I was really close to cosplaying Amy for an event at the gamer bar because they were having a Sonic Mario night. I wanted to so bad. I don't think we were able to make it that weekend though. I think we had something else going on, which is sad. But I was like, I was so close to buying everything for it. I don't know what I have for wigs at this point because I sold so many of them this last weekend and destashed a bunch of them, but then came home with some of them again. But I probably already have a wig for Amy, maybe Rouge. Kind of slimmer on Blaze though. I don't think I have a nice soft lavender wig. I almost did Knuckles this weekend because Minna was talking about throwing together a last minute Tails, and then Serge is obviously Sonic with Serge's bright blue fucking hair. So I almost put together a last second Knuckles because I have plenty of red wigs, and I had these like very anime cosplay prop brass knuckles that were 3D printed for Queen from Persona 5, and I never had the chance to use them. I was like, those can be my knuckles. And I could have like a red crop top, and I was thinking about these like khaki shorts that I had. I was very close to doing it, but then Minna wasn't able to get tail stuff together in time. So I just went, not gonna think about it. But honestly, probably should have humored it just a little bit more, so I could have had more options when my plans literally got rained on. I don't know if I've shown off any of my Sonic and Eggman statue before, but I'm gonna upload a pink of the server if that's okay. Absolutely. I don't think you have shared that. I love Sonic, the Sonic franchise so much. I used to watch Sonic X growing up. I had a lot of fun playing the Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog recently. It was definitely like the level of Sonic game platforming nonsense that I could handle, where there was just a little bit of it, but lots of fun story and seeing the fun characters. I don't know if I would be able to do like an actual proper Sonic game where you're speed running through something and trying to do your best while being as fast as possible, because I think I'm starting to get to that old age where I get motion sick with video games more often than I should. Oh, that's a really cool statue. Oh my god. If you guys are in the Discord, which if you aren't, here's the link. It is in the Geek Squad channel. And it almost looks like straight out of the game. They did a great job with the colors and the shapes. Wow. I never knew. I've also been into Sonic very much since I was a kid. Sonic was actually part of the reason why I got into drawing anime art, period. I told the story a little bit on, did Bridger just decide to work all of a sudden? Why is my mouth? I feel like my mouth is working now. I don't know. I might be going crazy. But, no, it's not working. Okay. Oh, it was part of the reason why I started getting good at art to begin with, because I traced a lot of Sonic art to begin with, and, you know, quote unquote made my own Sonic OCs by just like recoloring them and stuff like that. But to be completely fair, a lot of the characters had very, very similar shapes and were kind of just different colors. Like a lot of kids being introduced to DeviantArt around that time of the internet, were also doing original character, do not steal arc. Honestly, pretty much. I wasn't that serious in the, like, not stealing sort of stuff. I didn't really post that much. It was a lot in my sketchbooks, though. And then I, like, traced the different shapes and eyes and all of that stuff so often that it kind of just became really natural for me to draw those shapes, and I stopped needing to trace them, and I was able to do them on my own and create stuff that was more creative, and just like draw Sonic off of memory and shit like that. So definitely have a lot of love for it. Just cannot play those Zoom games very much. Minna, are you having some butter noodles? You're allowed to. Minna's rummaging in the kitchen. Are you still playing Overwatch? Yeah. I'm gonna have to feed the kittens. I'm gonna end stream and feed the kittens. Because they haven't eaten yet, but they also had food out a whole lot longer than they were supposed to. Like they had a free feeder from the long weekend, and I took it away from them today because we have to feed them dinner. Like, manually. We can't do their first meal after a weekend with the free feeder. The first meal can't be a breakfast because we can't watch them closely and just have to leave the house and go to work. And they'll vomit all over the carpet because they ate too fast. So it has to be a dinner so I can babysit them and make sure that they're swallowing their food like good kitties. I don't even remember I drew Sonic till you talked about it just now. It's around 3rd or 4th grade. I think I started maybe in like 1st, 2nd grade. But yeah, right around there. I don't know how much longer these other goobers plan on going, but I think it'd be really nice to raid into Minna. I don't often have the opportunity to raid Minna because we usually stream on opposite days, and they are playing with V-Hivers. There is Seth, Prog, Sash, and I'm not quite sure who this other person is. Maybe I can see the Discord. Okay. Ooh. Wanna click into that. Ooh. Wait. Can you take me out of streamer mode? Oh, Stallion, that's who the last one is. Okay. So they're all VHive members, which is a part of a stream team that we are a part of. It's not like an official Twitch stream team, but we are part of a team and we help each other out and we do lots of collabs and we have lots of fun. So it would be nice to send the love over there. So I think that's what we're going to do tonight. Ending a little bit more promptly than I would like. Usually I spill over a little bit, but we've had some pretty good yap time today. And I guess just a reminder before we get this raid going that I will be streaming on Thursday a lot earlier than normal. I will be doing 10 a.m. I think. Around 10 a.m., maybe 11, we'll see. We'll play it by ear in the server a little bit, but 10 a.m. Eastern. And that is in my schedule tab here on Twitch right now. So if you do not know what the conversion from Eastern is to yours, you can see it in your local time by looking at that page. Twitch does all the converting for you, so I've been using that schedule feature a lot lately just in case for people who don't want to convert times, especially because of daylight savings and stuff like that. But yeah, that's a place to look. I will probably stream for like 4-ish hours that day, so I'm hoping to go from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and having lots of fun with you guys. I actually got a stream key today for a new cozy game that I'm really excited to play that day. I think we'll have some yap time, play that game, probably wrap it up at a point where I feel like good. I don't have any time commitments or requirements to say anything. They offered the key to me, and it is on the basis of I can play a little bit first and see how much I would like to stream it, if at all. So I literally have no commitments that force me to stream this game that I have been given a key for. But I would love to give it a little bit of time. But I am also so fucking chicken pilled for Stardew Valley. I need my chicken time and my cow time. So we will have some Stardew time that day too, hopefully, unless that game does really suck me in. So it'll be a real fun, cozy day for the 4th. Chicken build. I love my chickens. Oh my god, I got this little crochet craft of this cute little white chicken from an artist at the con, and then Junimo, one of the little sprite guys that hangs out in the community center. I got a little purple one, and I need to make space around my desk right now so they can live around here somewhere. I love them so much. The brain rot for Stardew Valley has been so bad right now. It has been so bad where I was like, how do I cosplay as my farmer from Stardew Valley and get recognized that I am trying to cosplay from Stardew Valley, and I started thinking up some things, and Minna was like, "Oh, I could cosplay Haley, and we could be together, and that would make it more obvious." And like, might even get some other friends on the train to cosplay some of the other NPCs. I really like Stardew Valley right now. You guys have no idea. The VODs have been doing really good on YouTube too, which feels really good. I don't know why they're doing good, especially considering that I can get like so quiet sometimes while I play. But people on YouTube have been liking it, and it makes me really happy because I'm really enjoying playing the game too. But yeah, it's Minna time. We gotta go hang out with Minna before I tire out my voice too much, because we sang a lot of karaoke over the weekend, so my voice is still recovering a little bit. I'm starting to feel it a little bit right now. I wasn't feeling it earlier, but now I'm starting to feel it again, so I gotta give my voice a rest. I hope you guys have wonderful nights and everything like that. I'll see you on Thursday. I'm getting the days of the week all mixed up. Oh. Minna's in follower or subscriber only chat right now? I'll fix that when we get over there. That's so weird. I can't see which it is because it doesn't apply to me because I'm a mod. Let's go into mod view, I guess. But I'll see you guys over there. Let's be good to Minna. Minna's my fiance, if you didn't already know. Pronouns are they, them. There are my links if you would like to connect with me while I'm offline in the Discord right there. And then we have the wonderful raid messages, one with just your regular phone emojis so everybody can use it. And if you happen to be a subscriber, you get access to the version of it with my emotes that are accessible by being a subscriber, and I do them myself, and that's really cool if you use them. Otherwise, I will see you all very, 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 very soon. Thank you for hanging out with me today and getting all your tarots read. I can't wait to see you for a long stream on Thursday. Have a good night. Stay hydrated. Get good food. All that good stuff. Good night.